Chris and Austin, as always. Gentlemen, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Being that my Florida State Seminoles got a win on a bye week, I can't complain. We
beat the
got a
bye
bye
week.
week.
That's right. That's right.
We got the rest up for them Gators, which we're gonna stomp a
Yes.
mud hole in on. We can stomp a mud hole in them on Saturday.
Hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully. It's definitely an audition game for for that coach. I mean that's your job interview.
Yeah,
That's
this
right.
is it for him, Oh, excuse me.
So just just a little teaser. We're slated to say he's not in yet, but we're slated to have Alexander Green Sr., former Hawaii running back, Green Bay Packer, Jets, Hamilton Tiger Cat, on, and all we're doing now is we're sitting back just waiting for him to join us, but we're gonna get up to date on everything else in the meantime. So UCF pulled out a squeaker in Tulsa. And I think we lost Austin. So we'll have to, we'll talk about Hawaii. 14-11 win over San Diego State. Clinch the West.
Did you drink some Red Bull and watch the game?
No. That one, I didn't get to see any of it because it wasn't broadcast on any of the channels I have, and so I was following it on my phone.
So you watched it?
In a way. I mean, it was just kind of followed it along. I mean, I stayed up, for most of it. I mean, but it was hard to see like any of the plays. I mean, so I had to watch a lot of the highlights afterwards. So this is, so it was, but it was still pretty, pretty good. Like I said, it's awesome. Clinched there, and now I get a second shot at Boise State. So, I mean, Hawaii's got a chance, especially if they beat Boise State. They've actually got a shot at a, pretty good bowl.
The toilet bowl, like us?
No. It actually should be a fairly decent one, especially if they win this. And then you just disappeared, and I just brought up
This is why I'm not a producer. I had too many tabs open, so when I deleted everything, I completely logged out. So
UCF got one in a squeaker.
I don't know, man. That was a good game. Tulane, I love it, man. And no offense to UConn, but I'm kind of glad they're leaving because now our conference is nothing but – honestly, I'm afraid because we might turn to the Pac-12. Because if you see how good our conference is, and next year it's going to be better. So now I'm kind of nervous, but I'm glad that – our schedule – just got better to the point where I canceled my vacation for next year to go to play at Georgia Tech. I'm going to go to the Memphis game. We're playing at Memphis next year. So if they plan it right and as long as everything goes smoothly, maybe you can have a game maybe you can have a game day in Memphis when we play them again. Maybe 2 top 25 UCF versus Memphis next year. We'll see. I hope.
No game day. They won't give you all the
FSU will never have game day at their location though.
We've had in the past.
Yeah. I'm happy though, man. We had a great win against Tulane, but it wasn't pretty. Our offense looked good for some reason. Our quarterback ran more. I'm very happy about that. I don't know if Coach Heupel was holding him back from running. I understand because of what happened to McKenzie, but you can't put that one injury on the whole team. Let him. You see when he ran, he got what he had to do.
Oh yeah.
It seems like, and I talked to you, Craig, about this, that NFL is taking on more of the running quarterback, So I feel like holding back his skills is a terrible decision. So when he ran, he got the first down like he needed. So play them again. Maybe 2 top 25 UCF versus Memphis next year. Yeah. But other than that, man, Tulane, they were a great team. But FSU never have game day. It's hate week. It's hate week, man. We wait all year for this week. We're playing USF, man. University of Western Community College Cows, as we call them, because it's not South Florida, baby. You're in the West. Get out of here.
That's gonna be our next official guest. Maybe I gotta line him up. Did you look him up? My buddy Alex Haynes played for UCF.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And UF, I got a buddy that played for UF too. So we'll try to get him on so he can bash you a little bit about UCF because he ran all over UCF.
I messaged our boy Nate Evans on our defense. Hopefully he can come in, man. He's from New Orleans. He had a big crowd at the game. So hopefully I get him in to talk, man. He's a great guy. So I'm going to try to stay back on Black Friday when we play 8 p.m., try to get some photos, maybe some interviews after the game. So we'll see about that. But from the game, Dylan Gabriel looked great. Our two receivers, they weren't really, showing. I don't know if they were holding them down, but as you can see, we're stacked, man. We had a wide receiver that never even caught a ball all year long, scored a touchdown. So we're just stacked up on that. And the cool stat between that and us and Tulane is we have like four or five running backs on each team that had over 150 yards, 200 yards rushing, total. And we're just stacked on both sides, man. I can't wait. Our conference looks great. We're stacking up. I hope we don't turn into the Pac-12, but
yeah, well.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking, man. Honestly, it's like the way you saw last night, man. With our college pick'em, I had back in my mind. I said Arizona State can probably beat them. Damn sure they did, man. And that honestly, now it leaves it all in Utah. Utah has to beat
Utah is the sole chance, But
if they do, Pac-12 out, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
before we leave the American too, we had the same picks. I think we all did, except for I picked Temple, and the reason I picked Temple is because their defense was coming up stronger. They had all the people back, but also if you watch the last 2 to 3 games in Cincinnati, they got lucky. They almost lost to the community college Bulls. They almost lost to ECU. And they're all great. And the reason I picked Temple the only reason Cincinnati, I think, won is because they blocked that extra point and they scored a 2-point conversion. That's the only reason. Because if it didn't, it would have been 14-13, and the Cincinnati would have had to go to a final drive. So they got lucky. And I'm all about representing our conference when it comes to the East. But screw you guys, man. I love Memphis. I've always loved Memphis. I love playing Memphis. So from now on, I'm straight up for Memphis because they're going to play Cincinnati next week. And also those two teams are going to play each other in the conference championship. So damn right I'm going for Memphis, man. Because I don't want Cincinnati – and anybody in our UCF group will tell you we do not want Cincinnati representing us in the Power 6 because the first team they come across, they're getting shut down. Sorry. And we need a good team to represent because Boise State is right behind us. And if we slip up, they'll be in that New York 6 bid. We don't want that. But Memphis, man, they have to. They have to beat Cincinnati twice, and I think they will. So. Oh
yeah, no, it's like I said, it's always a challenge, when you're playing, just like we were talking about with Hawaii going up against Boise State again. Always.
I came back. We got
got my flag down.
We come back.
We got my flag down.
We'll get back.
All right, get up, let's go. Go. Let's see a second. Yeah, my flag's all down now. Yeah, man, but it was a great win. He's trying to fix it. But we got a big week. I'm not shutting out USF, man, because they're still a good team. They're not bowl eligible. So if you join our group, you're gonna see it. USF, they're not bowl eligible. So if you look at our UCF group, or I'm sorry, our Three Beer podcast page, I'm showing up the best memes I could find. The last one I saw was the Panera Bread one. That was great. Can I get a bowl? I'm sorry, we only have bread. Oh, you don't have bowls anymore? Oh yeah, we do, but not for USF fans. You're not bowl eligible. I was like, oh, I love it.
So they have nothing to lose but to whoop your behind
every year. I mean, they have to lose every year, but still, man, they're still gonna be a threat to work. I mean, they're gonna work us, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. They're gonna give us a fight, but it's at home. We stack it. It's Black Friday, so we're gonna have a loud and proud 8 p.m. prime time. It's not game day prime time, but it's gonna be Black Friday.
In the bounce house.
The bounce house, 8 p.m. I'm gonna kill these kids. In the bounce house, 8 p.m.
All right.
You don't get these kids.
Let you go take care of them. All right, yeah. So, did you see that Georgia barely won?
Yeah, but they barely won to a Texas A&M team. Yeah. And I didn't know Texas A&M didn't join until 2013, 2012.
They were fairly recent.
So I mean, and
if you need
the problem I have,
you can come back on. It's like I said, if you need
no,
to
it's like, give me a second.
Yeah. So Georgia barely did that one, and then the other one that was crazy. Navy took down SMU.
And they did.
So that one was crazy as well.
Yeah, came on a tough sack. But the problem I have with that, with Georgia almost losing, is now that it will not just Georgia losing, but Oregon losing, because now I was hoping Oregon would push Alabama back further. It's not going to happen.
No,
the true test is if Auburn can beat Alabama, because their second string quarterback. I'm not saying he's good. He didn't play anybody. They played Western Carolina. He may look good against West Carolina, but Auburn has nothing to lose. So I'm just saying, man, Georgia. I know you hate Georgia, but they're my second favorite team. I don't know why. Just something about Georgia. I love them, but
yeah, it's just
they need to represent. But
just
Ohio State, man, they look good. So, man, I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're just talking, while you're taking care of your son there. It's just, we're just talking about how Navy took down SMU.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the end of that game. Navy was good, man, and we're not playing them, I don't think, until 2021. So I'm going to try to go to that game that year. But they look good too, man. And if the problem with that is they're in the Western Conference, so they gotta beat up against Memphis and Houston and all those teams. So unfortunately, they had 2 losses. I don't think it's to anybody in our conference, but SMU, man, they had a good run. Don't doubt them though. Don't doubt them at all. Because I'm trying to see. I know they lost to Memphis, right?
That I don't know. I'd have to look that up real quick. I was just
trying to see.
Hawaii's got Army up next, and then like you said, now
they got Army.
Yeah, so they got Army traveling there to Honolulu.
Okay, so they lost Notre Dame. That was the one, and they also lost to Memphis. So 2 very good teams and 2 top 20 teams actually. So
yeah.
I mean, they're still a good team, and unfortunately, the problem. I know Hawaii isn't that way, but with that whole option thing, man, if a team can hold that option, plays down, then you got nothing. But don't doubt Navy out, because every time they come to UCF, we had a hard time with them too. So
what's your prediction on Florida State getting a win this week?
Honestly, I mean, right now with the way they've been playing, I actually think it's going to be a lot better a game than I thought it was at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, I know it's going to be a good game.
So like I said, I honestly think I don't really have confidence, that Florida is just outright like I'm like, oh yeah, Florida's going to stop them. I mean,
it's going to be.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you.
It's going to be a tough one, because I mean, there's ones. I mean, like originally I was just like Florida State was a train wreck, and now it's like I said. Now they're actually starting to do a couple. They're actually starting to play as a cohesive team. So, like I said, if they, everybody has a chance to beat everybody on any given day, and so I mean, they could pull it off. I mean, you could see a win. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked at all.
It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be closer than I thought, but I still think Florida's gonna pull it out. But again, like I told you, man, this is gonna be the determination for your coach. If he can beat Florida, then I think he should have that job. I mean, coming out the gate 3-0, the one game you should have beat, what you did, and you beat Boston College, who was a damn good team. So if you beat Florida, who is still ranked in the top 10, I think, right, or at least top 15, so you got it, man.
We'll end up in top 25 if we beat them.
I don't know about that.
We got
if you jump us. No, if you jump us, we'll be mad.
You're always mad. What's new?
No, I was only mad 3 times this year. I was extra mad against the Tulsa game, but
if we beat
you jump us.
if we beat a ranked opponent, there's no reason why we can't end up in the top 25. That is a huge, major upset. And with the coach, with the AP polls, I think they'll put us there because.
AP doesn't matter. It's a college.
But
college picker.
we got a new coach. So if we can win with the new coach and show them that it was our old coaching staff, they'll feel sorry for us. We're one of the American favorites teams. Everybody loves Florida State. Come on,
everybody hates Florida State.
No. Except y'all want to be Gator fans, but you're not even a Gator fan. So I don't even know why you're hating. When you get in my conference, then you can hate on me. Like he said, Tony Montana. When you get in my conference, then you can hate on me. You're not even in my league.
Yeah, get out of here.
It looks like Alexander Green is trying to join up with us here right now, so that's why I'm looking down. I'm trying to get him on. So yeah, just go ahead and.
I got a Florida State fan over here.
Yeah, babysit the Florida State fan right now.
You sit in your corner, you Florida State fan, thinking you're being a top 25 man of the year. No, sir. You have 5 losses, man. No 5-loss team will be in the top 25.
We've got
to happen.
No, we got to.
No, there's no way. 5 losses.
If there's a 5-loss team, oh my God! You talk about controversy and protest.
How's going to be protest? We beat a top 25 team.
Doesn't matter. You have 5 losses.
Everybody else would have. Everybody else
winning one top 25 team. I think anything.
Yeah, I mean, the worst team and there's a 3-loss team. I mean, there's no way.
Well, here shortly we have a former NFL player and a Hawaii player coming on, so we can ask him his thoughts on that.
Like I said, potentially, like I said, you guys could be, possibly have a shot. Like if you beat Florida convincingly, there is a chance, depending on recruiting, that you might, next season crack into the top 25, but not this year. There's no way.
No.
There's absolutely no way. 5-loss team. No way.
The problem I have with the top, if you looked at yesterday, there was so many, especially SEC teams, playing BS schools. No offense, again, you hear it all the time. I have no problem with these BS schools, but if you have the open skill or the open opportunity to play these schools, there was 4 or 5 SEC teams that could have played each other, that haven't played each other at all year long. So why wouldn't you schedule another SEC team to up your strength of schedule rather than pay another school to come to see you and play? It doesn't make any sense. And that's the problem I have with the SEC. So, I don't know, man. But it's a good year. I think, I don't know, man. LSU is good. Do I think they'll get stopped by anybody? No. If it stays the same, LSU will play. Isn't it 1-3-2-4 or is it 1-4-2-3 in the playoffs? I forgot how.
I believe it's 1-4-2-3.
1-4-2-3. So it's going to be either way. It's going to be LSU Georgia in the championship, SEC championship, and then it's going to be LSU Alabama because Georgia's going to lose, and then it's going to be LSU Alabama again. And I don't think Alabama could beat LSU the way they couldn't beat them with Tua. They're not going to. Tua wasn't healthy, and Tua's not even there this time. So there's no way they're going to beat LSU twice in the same year. So it's going to be LSU versus Ohio State, I think, in the final, in the national championship. But it has to be a good game, because LSU has a damn good offense, but their defense isn't the best, and Ohio State has a damn good offense, but they also have everybody on their defense. So that's going to be a game to watch. Everyone says, "Oh, Alabama." No one's going to be watching because Alabama's not in it. No, the whole state of Alabama is going to protest it, but everybody else in the country is going to watch it. I'm telling you, man, I cannot stand. When Alabama was playing, Alabama and Clemson for the past 6 years, I just ignored it. I came in once in a while, but no. Let me see. I want to see your schedule for next year, Chris.
Yeah.
Look it. It's a better schedule than yours every year. So you don't need to look at it.
Next year, while I'm doing that, let's talk about the FIU Panthers beating the Miami Hurricanes.
Oh,
you see that game?
I was excited,
dude. That's embarrassment to you because you lost to Miami.
Everybody. We have a very special guest who has joined us, Mr. Alexander Green. Oh, he was there. Oh, we had you, sir. We had you, sir. All right. Yeah, we'll keep. It looks like we're close. We're close.
Man, you gotta turn. Yeah, no. But that's an embarrassment to you now because you lost to Miami. So now you lost to.
Your point?
My point is that you beat Miami, you lost to Miami.
Like the Gators are gonna lose to us. So
I don't know. Your
Oof.
schedule looks good next year, though, man. You got West Virginia, boys. You're at Boise State. You got Florida, Boston College, Clemson, Pitt. So
All
yeah, but schedule's that.
Can you hear it, sir?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Hey, welcome, man. Oh,
I'm back.
hey, I just want to say on behalf of myself, I'll let the other guys speak for themselves, but dude, it is an honor having you on, man. I'm total fanboy. I started watching Hawaii in 2005, so I mean, I followed you from the moment you signed with that team till you carried on.
Real
So I
talk.
said,
What's up, man? I appreciate the love, brother.
oh, it's awesome. Like I said, I mean, I've got the whole bio. I mean, I could fanboy nerd out and just tell your whole story. It's just
people be asking me like, man, do you get tired of fans like getting at you or asking you for stuff? And I said nah, and I say no because honestly, bro, there's not too many people who actually know who he is. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
I ain't like no big top like. So like for instance, in Green Bay, it was like people asking for the autograph just because I play for the Packers,
Yeah.
not knowing really who I am or even care who I am. You feel
oh,
what I'm saying?
oh
Like,
yeah.
so the people who actually like know, like, nah, but I know you went to Butte, or I know your story at Hawaii. I know what you did, and you know the journey you took. Like, people who know that is not a lot. So the ones that do, bro, I appreciate that, bro.
Well,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, oh,
Like,
yeah. No, I mean, I grew up in Salem.
okay,
That's where I grew. So when I say the Benton Polytech, I'm like the tech man. I'm like, here's a hometown guy. I always thought I could support. I mean, hometown guy. This is awesome.
hometown, bro, straight from Northeast Portland, man. Like, people don't know. Like, Whitaker Pop Warner football. Like, I didn't make the top. I remember a dude drove by my neighborhood and was like, "What are y'all playing?" And we were just playing like we had like a dart ball and hitting it with a baseball bat. We wasn't playing nothing. We were just playing sports. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro,
That's
we were
awesome.
sports, and the guy said, "Man, come play some football at Bertha Park." And so, long story short, we rode our bikes there. I got cut from that team. This is like in like fifth grade, bro. I got cut from that team. Ended up going to our neighborhood park, which was the old Whitaker on 42nd in Killingsworth. But ended up going there and playing it, and I fell in love with football, man. It was crazy, bro. Like, just riding our bikes around the neighborhood. So I'm really from Portland, bro. Like,
Yeah,
so
that's
you feel what I'm saying?
no.
So
I said
that's
I
what's
was.
up, bro. Like,
Yeah, as I was going through your thing, man, it was like, I mean, you have a story to tell people. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows this. I mean, I haven't talked to these guys about it. I mean, as I was looking about it, I didn't know about the Eastern Arizona College where and I'll let you.
I was about to quit, bro. Like, that was the worst place I've been to in my life.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. And then
man, like,
Butte Community College, who, if I'm not mistaken, you're still heavily involved in.
yeah, man. I got back from there. I just got back from there. I took my son down there with me last weekend, as a matter of fact, because they had the alumni game. And so I went down there and they got my picture up on the wall in the weight room. The weight room is new and the uniforms is new, and
I,
you feel me? And we was the ones that really, I'm gonna keep it real. When I asked them to this day, who was your best team you guys had? Because they had a team in 2013 that also went 12-0 and won national championship too. All the old heads, all the current players, they always say, "Nah, we was the best team they had." That was in '08.
2008
Hey,
Roadrunners
But
national.
you But you're a 1,000 yard running back. I mean, so your son should be a monster in the pipeline. I mean, you had a couple 1,000 yard games. I mean, I'm from Orlando, born and raised, so we didn't really follow y'all football up that way. But I got a couple homeboys who's been to the league, like Chris Johnson, Alex Haynes, Andre Hill, Andre Hall from out of Tampa. You played against some of them boys. They're around our era, so I'm about your era. My boy Chris Johnson, I hit him up all the time. So got a couple cats, but. It's a pleasure. Like
I
I
played
said, it's a
with Chris.
pleasure to have you on our show. I mean,
Hey man, look, he told me because I'm like, I'm really like a laid back. Like, people be acting like, because honestly, dudes who in the league, like, it's yeah, it's up there. Okay, like, I guess like status wise, you feel what I'm saying? But like,
Mhm.
dudes is regular dudes, bro. Like Chris Johnson, he a regular dude, bro. Like he a regular Orlando, Florida dude.
Yeah,
Like
UCF.
you know what I'm saying? I played with Chris in New York, and like a lot of so like when people actually like, hey man, come on my show and talk, it's like hell yeah, bro. Like yes, absolutely, I would. You feel me? And share my experience that I had. And because it's regular, like it's like man, it's like bro, I'm a regular dude who worked hard or whatever, and like made it and happened to make it in football. You feel what I'm saying? And got to live this crazy ass life and experience all these things. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and say how I was. Like hell yeah, like you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just appreciate man that So when you say like I feel honored to be on here is what I'm saying.
Well,
You know,
dude,
telling me like I'm glad I'm on here and stuff, but I feel honored to be on here with y'all chopping it up.
I appreciate it.
About
Yeah, I threw that Hail Mary, and I was shocked when you're like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, oh my god.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it, bro.
So do you
No,
actually?
go ahead, Chris.
So what teams do you actually follow now, as far as the league and college? What you still follows your teams and you watch other teams, or you critique football? Once you play football, I guess you critique the league. Like, man, he could have did better. He could have got through that
Yeah.
hole. I mean, is it
Because it's
hard for you to
hard.
watch football now, knowing that man, he could have got through that hole? I'd have broke through that hole, got me 20.
It's hard, bro. Man, it's hard, and it's because it's like like I couldn't even watch football my first year being out the league. I couldn't watch that at all because like me, I'm watching it like yeah, man, like nah, watch that blitz on the backside. Like oh, he should have audible to this play. He should have run the outside zone instead of an inside back zone. So I'm watching it in a whole different like not as a fan. And so when it comes to teams, I don't have no team. I just follow players. So like I'm
Yeah.
cool with like Cam Newton. So like I like Cam, bro. Like he on his thing, his Cam. You know what I'm saying? But I fool with Cam, and so I follow the Panthers. I like Mark, so I follow the Saints. Now I follow Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like a player's guy. I can't be a fan of a team because it was a business, and so
Yeah.
I can't even see it as that no more. I just see it as like, man, it's just a business, So I follow the players, and I'm a fan of like the players, and because I understand what they're going through that a lot of people don't see behind the scenes, and it's a lot
Yeah,
of bull crap going on.
Cam charts his own course with those outfits. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he on
that's not normal.
on his Cam.
That's funny.
No, like one of the things I was gonna, I didn't have a chance to ask. It's like I'm not sure, what you're comfortable talking with. It's like one of the things that I didn't even know about when you went to Butte Community College. You were living in your '98 Chevy in a parking lot,
Butte, Butte, Butte was
and I'm
Butte
like,
was
that's something.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I became like a man that was in Butte. My first 2 years, so I slept in my car my very last semester in Butte, and that's when everybody who I played with, they all left. They all went to their schools or lived their life. I still had to dream, right? And so, like, I stayed an extra semester, but I'll give you a quick story. So we all going to school. I had no grades. I had one offer besides Hawaii. It was from a school called Liberty,
Mhm.
right? Liberty University in Virginia.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
it's a Christian school, so they wanted me to cut my hair because their hair can only be a certain length. That's where Rashad Jennings went, the running back. I was supposed to be after Rashad Jennings. It was supposed to be me, right? And so I didn't want to cut my hair. It was a Christian school. I didn't want to go there, but it was my only D1 offer. But it was D1 AA. I had a friend named Lametris Davis. He also from Portland. He went to Roosevelt High School. So I played against him in high school. Went to the Les Schwab Bowl with him and all that. Like known him since like sixth grade, right? So we in Hawaii together. We went to Butte together also. But we in Hawaii together. He goes to Hawaii first, and so he told his coach, "Hey, look, I got a running back. He don't have his grades is washy, but he can play." The coach looked at my film. He called me and said, "Hey, look, man, come out here, take 2 more classes in the spring. Stay in the spring, take an extra summer class, and come out before training camp." That's why I was there late, and everybody had left. So all my roommates we used to sleep on the floor with and the couches with. They all was going back home or to their universities. So I just stayed there and just thugged it out. You know what I'm saying? Stayed in the car for like 5 months, and just went to
Now
school, still went to practice, tried to pass some classes to get to Hawaii.
that's a
Yeah.
that's a I mean, that's a great. That's not a great story, but that is an awesome story because you should inspire some of these young kids that's got the dream but not the grades. Like, hey, look,
Yeah,
the hometown my wife's from, Anquan Boland's from there. He they did a documentary on them boys how the kids don't have the grades or they don't have the knowledge, but they have the drive for the football. When you played against some of them boys run 4-2 flats and they just
Yeah.
monsters. I mean, that's
Yeah,
all they
man.
do. But that's an awesome story. Like, you could be a motivational speaker by the words you just gave us. Like, I stepped in my car for 5 months because I had a dream, and you got to the
Yeah.
league on that dream.
Right,
That's awesome.
right, and that's why I got my whole thing of dream and believe put together. Right, that's how I got that from. Just not, like, cause that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's how I always been, bro. I remember I been like under my bunk bed playing with two wrestler toys back in the day, the big rubber ones, and pretending like I was in a stadium, in a Cowboy stadium, and it's a full blown game. We getting tackled, fumbles, interceptions, and it's just two toys, and it's me under the bed. I'm not going to go eat. I'm not going to watch TV. I'm just visualizing. You feel me? Like I'm just like in my own world, and so always been like that. And so like man, I had my daughter at 19 when I was going through all that, and so that's what like when I was lay down that night, man, I had a little pistol on me too, cause I was scared. So I had a little gun on me. I got for $50 from the homie around my neighborhood. People know that story either. You know what I'm saying? But I was scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm 19. Like, yeah, I can play the tough role all I want to and say, yeah, it was cool. But I was scared. Like, I was scared of like somebody coming to like see me. Like, is the school gonna kick me out? Like, like I was just scared. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't eating much, so I was like a kid, bro. And so it was like,
So what did that feel like when you get that call from the Green Bay Packers saying that they've selected you in
then
the
it becomes all worth it. Then it
Yeah.
becomes all worth it.
That's
Then it's
awesome.
like damn, like damn. When they say hard work pay off, it really is true. When
Did
they
you
say sacrifice, it
flashback
really
when
is
a
true.
kid playing with those toys underneath the bed going, holy crap, I made it. Made it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the craziest thing. And like, I be trying to tell people like the story or like to my lady, like, you know, whatever, and how I kind of think. And it's like, I sound crazy. Like, I sound like, even
No,
with me and her, it's like, nah, I want our family to be like this, and this. And it was like, man, yeah, that sounds cool and I'm all for it, but it don't sound realistic. And then boom, shit started happening. It started kind of becoming like that. I'm like, look,
wow.
like if you like, you really gotta believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It sounds cliche, and it's like, yeah, I get it. Like, well, yeah, I
Sure.
believe it. But it's like, if you really fully, man, I'm telling you, bro. I used to be in a backfield. No lie, I used to be in a backfield when I was at Butte, telling myself I'm a D1 running back. So like I looked at them as like, ain't no way they gonna stop me. I'm a D1 running back. These are still JUCO running backs. When I was in Hawaii, I kid you not, I told myself, man, I'm a league running back. Like these dudes still in D1.
Dude,
Wow.
it
Not even
showed.
big D1. Y'all at San Jose
Yeah.
State. Y'all at Nevada. Y'all at New Mexico states. Like I'm finna eat y'all up. I'm a league running back.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I was
Like,
gonna do that to,
and I
you know,
believed it. And I
pump
really believed it. You
this
know,
That's
I
man.
awesome.
remember.
He owns the
So
school record to this day for the most rushing yards in a game,
Oh
327
man.
yards
Okay. Okay.
against
that
New
game,
Mexico
Hey.
State, man.
that game was crazy. That game was crazy. That was the only game. Remember that my mom used to be at all my games,
Mm-hmm.
all my away games, and they
Oh
called
yeah.
her like the super, like it was like, oh, she's good luck bringing her every game. The coaches were trying to pay her to fly out to the away games because every away game I would ball out, and she would always be there in the stands. She
That's
wasn't at
awesome.
that game.
That's awesome. 'Cause,
She
So
wasn't
you had to
at
give
that
her.
game. It was
So you had to
crazy.
give her a show because she didn't make it. So you gave her a
You
full
feel
show.
me? Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
like you
That's
said,
awesome.
you felt like a D1 running back. I mean, it showed that year. I mean, you were 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns. I mean,
Wow.
you showed it as a guy who can carry that ball. I mean, I was like, that's why the Packers picked you up. I mean, it's like you showed you could do
It
it.
was crazy, man. And like I'm smiling big now because people just don't know. Like I was just happy just to be able to say I played for Hawaii. I went D1. I was cool with that. And then when I was there, it was like, okay, this the guy in front of me. Okay, let me try to get some reps. I was cool with just getting reps. Then it was like, okay, damn, let me like try to get some reps in the game. Let me get some stats. Let me go online and look up Hawaii University football. You know what I'm saying? Game versus who else to see my name as getting a carry and they got stats on on a college website. You know what I'm saying? Like I was cool with that. Like I'm from Portland. Like I ain't tripping. That's enough. You
Do
feel
you
me?
still keep in contact with Mo or anybody else on the team?
Yeah, man. Cause Moniz, he ended up playing at Hamilton with me in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Moniz is cool. Like Greg Salas, Rodney Bradley, Saint.
Pollard.
All of them, man. All them JUCO. There's been like 19 JUCO guys in my years. We all like just connected and we had similar stories, and we all put in that work together. So we all
So,
keep in contact.
so if you had to take it back to your most favorite game, was that your favorite game where you showed out when your mom couldn't show up?
Nah. That was my best game. That was my best game. My favorite game was like USC, just because it was against USC. You feel
Yeah,
me?
makes
Like it was
sense.
against USC on ESPN, first game of
Yeah.
the season. So that's why it was cool like that. I can always say that. Like, I'm about to get USC, like the USC. But my favorite game was Utah State, where that game was like they couldn't stop me.
That was a
I
good.
did everything that game. That's my highlight tape game that I sent to the league. When they asked me if my best game, I told them Utah State. I had 4 touchdowns. Like I broke a 60-yard run, and then I had a little
Yeah.
25-yard run, but I juked somebody in the hole and then stiff on somebody else. So I showed like all my attributes in one game. You know
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying?
Yep.
So
It was. Yeah, like you said, it was one I was happy. I mean, I was happy for you, man. I mean, if there was some, like you said, you deserved to be on, drafted, man. That was
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
was cool.
I got one. I got one more. I got one more question. I mean, I'm sure I can come up with a lot of questions, but my next question
yeah,
is like, I mean, do you think the college industry, the college league is getting too soft as far as you come from the last year? I played a little bit of football, but you come from the last years of where you can literally rock somebody's clock, and they'd be like, okay, well, you got his clock rock instead of the flag for unnecessary, targeting and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I think targeting was just coming into the league when you were.
right.
So, what do you think about that? I mean, you surely run somebody over helmet to helmet, and you look at them like, I just ran you over. What? And I mean,
Yeah, what's
so
the
what do you think?
problem? Right.
So what do you think
Yeah.
about, I mean, I understand it's for safety and stuff like that, but when you're thinking about how to pull up or, tackle this guy or, run him over, it's got to be take away from the sure talent of, I got to think about pulling up when I hit him. What do you think about that? What is your take on that?
Yeah, like okay, like okay, yeah, they're making it safer. Okay, we get it. Like nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to see nobody else get hurt. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, there's only one way to play football. Like you
That's
can't
what football is, man.
like that's there you go. That's what football is.
That's it.
So
That's why people get into football, man. And
so
they're ruining it.
it's hard to try to like okay, yeah, it's football, but it's this way. Like that's not what football is. That's just not what it is. And so it's hard to get behind it because you're taking the sport for what it is away. Like
Yep.
you
Yeah.
can put flags on them.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? If you want to make it like that, just put flags on them. But
Yeah.
in my honest opinion, like it's football, bro. Like yeah, there's gonna be some smacking going on. Motherfuckers gonna run into your head and bang you a little bit, going full speed. Like we like it like okay, if you can help it, okay. If you can't, like you shouldn't be penalized for that. Like it's football at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And to be a good football player, I feel like you got to teach it a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
either you're hard nosed or you're not. Like,
there's
like
obviously the bad ones like Garrett, Rudolph. I
you
mean,
can't go out there and say oh, it's kind of like a
That's
finesse
something
game,
different.
and they're trying
Yeah.
to make it more of a
That's something
finesse
different,
game. Like be
man.
more like
you can't. Yeah, I know you can't have those things,
sound
but
or
yeah, so you
like
said you
technique.
gotta be able to
Like
tackle.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
That's
hard
the
to
same
play the
thing,
game
man. Like
that.
in high school, there'd be
That's just my
fights all the
opinion.
time. But there'd be fights in football, and our coaches would sit back and be like, they're boys. It's high school. Let them duke it out.
Y'all
It gets
hear
too
me?
violent. We'll stop it, man. That's the reason you get into football is
Can y'all
to
hear
take
me?
your anger out.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can. I can't hear y'all. Hold on.
No,
Let me
but we can hear you just fine.
Nope.
No, he's
Oh,
gonna
man.
reset. So far, like I said,
That's cool, man.
he's got an awesome story. He really does.
Oh, yeah. It's cool.
Dude, that's an awesome story. I mean, that goes to show any of these kids that may watch our podcast from time to time that you just gotta have drive and ambition. This man slept in his car and then he just,
There he is.
All right, there you go.
Got him back. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I just feel like I don't know if y'all can hear me before, but I just feel like it's just it's hard to change a game that like the game is built off something. It's hard to change that foundation of it. Like the game is built off physicality, and it's hard to like change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the foundation of it. So that's just my opinion. I'll leave it at that.
They're ruining it. And I blame it on Tom Brady. I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but I don't know, man. It seems like once he started going crazy, he just made all these rules and stuff, and it's just football, man. When I played football, when you got into an altercation, especially in my high school, my coach was the dean of discipline. So if you got in trouble, he took your ISS, ripped it up, put you on the field, made you run. But if two people got into a fight on practice, they let you duke it out. But as soon as it got too violent, they'll separate you. The point of football is to take your anger out, and that's a physical sport, and that's the way it should be. And I understand because of safety nowadays, but man, you're ruining the fun of football. You're ruining the big hits. You're ruining everything. So
Getting the fun out of it, man, because it's not fun no more.
And I think the NFL, I heard recently that they're really digging deeper into like a flag football league. So I think they're realizing that they're making it too cushy, so they're losing people. So I'm like, they realize it, but they're not stopping it. They're just going to a different style of football. I said, you're going to ruin it. You're going to ruin it, man.
That's
All right.
very true.
Here comes the hard-hitting question of the night. It's been kind of the elephant in the room. Things been going on the last couple weeks or so. All right. So just if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. But Popeye's chicken or Chick-fil-A?
Wait, what was it?
Popeye's chicken or Chick-fil-A? Which one? It's a tough question. We gotta settle it.
Anybody had it?
Yeah. Which way are we going? Popeye's or Chick-fil-A? Which one's got the better chicken?
Oh, you know what, man? I had Popeyes 2 days ago, and it was alright. I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A.
I can't get in there. There's like a 2-hour wait to get a chicken sandwich. I'm like,
Chick-fil-A,
man. But I'm like, I'm not waiting 45 minutes for a chicken sandwich.
Oh, man.
No, so
I'm with Chick-fil-A. I can't do it. I can't do the. I mean, I can do it. It's cool, but it's not. It wasn't smacking like that. It wasn't no waiting 2 hours in a line for. Nah, trending on Twitter. Nah, it ain't that good.
So my real hard-hitting question is, who do you think is making a national championship this year?
Wait,
the top four, who do you think is making a national title this year? Who's making a national championship run out of all the four teams right now? It's hard.
I'm talking about,
You don't know because they're all good.
I have to go. I'm going with the Ohana. I've got to go with Billy and Linda. With Brendan down there at LSU. That's what I'm going.
Yeah. They look good though.
Going with the Warriors.
Yeah. LSU. I mean, damn, that's tough.
Yeah.
What's the name just got hurt at Bama, didn't he?
Yeah, they're number 5 right now, but
done, huh?
He's done for the rest of the year, unfortunately.
LSU a good pick.
Yeah.
LSU.
Clemson solid.
Now, I missed the game because, over here on the East Coast, we don't get to watch y'all's games because it's so far behind.
I know. Yeah,
but I wanted to watch. Craig has really pushed me on Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I'm on the Colt McDonald coming down to play for Tampa as a quarterback. And I'm with the UCF, so our conference needs to stay above Boise State. So can y'all knock Boise State out in the championship coming up in 2 weeks? I hope you played them once. Can you?
I think so.
I need you to beat them.
I think so. We got the right formula. I think with Coach Rolovich, he got the right formula. And you got a team like that, you got to just attack them.
Oh yeah.
They got to figure out who's gonna be a quarterback though. I mean, Colt McDonald, he could sling it, but they don't. For some reason, they don't trust him.
I know. Yeah, it's like either you got to give it all in and just let him do it, or Cordero. I mean, give it to him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Put the kid in. I mean,
yep.
you can't go back and forth and have him play this ping pong thing. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, you can't throw an interception, all of a sudden you're yanked out. I mean, you're gonna.
Yeah. You can't do it. You can't do it.
But
so the team got to get behind something that's consistent too.
Alex, once again, man, I can't thank you enough for coming on. I mean, first of all, you need to take time right now and plug your relief. I mean, you plug that for you. I mean, it's just the stage is yours, sir.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the whole movement right now, man. Just dreaming and believing, and really, I mean, I never had a plan. I never had it all figured out with how the answers. I just knew I was going to never quit. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's all about putting your best foot forward and keep it going. Like even some days where you don't know which direction you're going, just go. And as you're going, you can figure it out. And so, that's just what I stand for. The Jaleeve, we got Jaleeve Fitness, we got the Jaleeve Foundation. You know, the Alex Green Foundation also. You know, and so it's just about the whole story, man. It's just about, you know, we been through it, and so I feel like I went through it to be able to tell somebody else when I went through it to help them out in their journey. Because we all got stories. You know what I'm saying? We all got. I mean, I'm sure y'all three gentlemen right now can tell me some stories that'll blow my mind that I probably would never knew that y'all went through. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like just the fact that we can all connect on that level of we all came from somewhere and we want to be better than that. That's my whole that's my whole steez. You know what I'm saying? Is I don't care where you start, I don't care where you came from. I'm not here to judge, like, you know what I'm saying? But as long as your mentality is I want to be better than what I was yesterday, I can get with that. I can hop on that train. And so that's really what it's about, man. I appreciate y'all just giving me the time to talk a little bit and relive some glory moments. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
You will always be remembered up here, sir. I will not forget the days of Alex Green.
That's love, man.
Man,
If you if you're
number
ever in the
5.
if you're ever in Orlando, don't hesitate to reach out, man. We go have a drink or something. Go
Oh,
hang out a little bit.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, man.
I mean, we'd love to hang out with you on top of the podcast.
Anytime.
Man,
But you
I
know,
had some of my best friends. Some of my best friends came from Orlando and Kissimmee, man. My boy Kiki Watts, and then my boy Jay Hilton, Justin Hilton. They from Orlando and Kissimmee. So, you know, I'm out there, you know, at least, you know, twice a year.
okay.
Yep. So
Yeah, so I tap in
we're
for
all
sure.
we all are in the Winter Garden area.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We're in Claremont, Kissimmee. We're all in that area. So, like I said, it's just
There it is. There it is. Okay.
like I said, we're all here. And like I
Okay.
said, sir, once again, it's been an honor and a
Yes,
pleasure.
sir.
You know, thank you so much for taking your time. Like I said, you know, give the love to your family and your kids, man. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
All love, man. I will. Y'all do the same, man.
Sir.
Thank you.
So
All
much,
right.
man. Have a great night.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, dude, that
Cool,
was,
man.
That was an awesome interview. Oh my God, that was.
That's great, man.
I mean, I can't speak in that. I mean, just, you know,
You're still nervous.
oh yeah. I mean, it's just, I'm still fanboying out. I'm like,
And that's the thing, man, is like you got to bring people on because just us looking up Wikipedia or his stats doesn't show what he did to get there. So hearing that he slept in his car and all this other kind of stuff he had to do, it's just amazing, man.
you know, and
those are stories, man. It's crazy.
And for that, like that story, I need to definitely, let's see where it is. I think it's pamplinmedia.com is where I got that little thing from. So I just want to give them a little shout, you know, give them credit where credit's due for finding that. You know, that was, you know, I mean, dude, that was, I mean, even cemented more in how much I actually enjoyed watching him as a player to talking to him. You know, it's just that, I mean, he's amazing guy. I mean, amazing story.
I wanted to ask him, but it's like, it sucks he didn't have a longer career. I see he had a couple injuries, but other than that, man, like you still the injuries that happen now, and the people still play. So it kind of sucks they didn't give him a chance to keep playing.
But Craig, this week I need for you to get his information so we can send him a podcast hat and a shirt or something.
Oh yeah,
sure. You know, because that was an awesome interview, and you know, he's got a story, like a real story, and he was a humble guy.
Yeah,
no, he's cool, man. He's really cool.
And that was one of the questions I was going to ask him, but he kind of answered it for me, you know, because I was going to ask. I go, did that experience at Butte College, is that what grounded you? Is that what found that humble, you know, that humbling, that focus that drove you to be so good at Hawaii? I mean, it just, you could see. I mean, it was like, give that to me. I'm going to make the most out of every opportunity I have.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all out on the field. He was fun to watch. I mean, it's just, I said, I can't, you know, I said, you know, so I just, once again, just, you know, thanks for coming on. That's awesome.
Now you set the bar for me and Chris, man. Now we're going to get some good people to come in. It's not cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, now
that's awesome.
You know, it's like trying to find some witty thing, but, you know, it's like I said, we're coming to it. It just, you know, the fake, you know, podcast, you know, we're brought to us, you know, Kelly Brott's Beard Care, you know, it's thanks to
got some more stuff, man.
Him, you know, primary sponsor. Yep. He's got the beard balm. I
got the autumn wood. And of course, everyone kept talking about it. So I had to get, I'm really bad about this. I got the apple butter.
Yep.
I had to get it. And it smells good too.
You know, it's just, like I said,
great guy, man.
Yeah. It's really good. Like I said, it's really, helped tame the beard. I mean, it really has. It works really great. It's just
Nothing amazing.
along. Like I said, it's kind of I'm in kind of serious mode now. After that was a great thing. So it's just like without Kelly. Without Kelly, his sponsorship, it's like he's really helped pay for it. And the same thing comes with Nancy Burke, Austin's mom, in Nanny Cakes. It's one of those things, without these two people right now, I honestly don't, I mean, I said they're the ones that are helping do this thing, because as I said, the funding is what's helping us. And it's just, so people take time, to seriously consider and contact Nancy. You're going to have a birthday cake, some special occasion, call her up, buy a cake from her, support her. So, saying thank
She's
you.
been busy, man. I messaged her. I said, hey, man. I said, hey, mom, I'm going live. She's like, oh, I'm making a cake. I'm going to try to listen. So you see, she commented earlier, but she's always busy making cakes. But I did get her to come get a free space, and we're going to that Black Friday hate week against the community college Bulls. So we'll be down there. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures with our sponsor.
Yep, and I just put up there, use the code, and make sure you use it the way it's spelled right there with a capital B.
Yep.
3 beers.
Same thing with Nanny Cakes. You call her up, let her know that you heard us on heard her from 3 Beards. I think you get 15-20% off. So 3 Beards on Broad's Beard Care and Nanny Cakes. Also, it's 407-923-2898. Nancy.b.burke on Instagram, and Nanny Cakes Nancy Burke on Facebook. She sent me so many cakes, and my kids have been sick, so I haven't got a chance to put them up. But I'm definitely gonna put them up tomorrow because she made this chocolate figures. Man, she's doing some crazy things.
I can't wait to get mine at the end of the month for my daughter.
To get one.
She's doing it. Oh my god! And I'm gonna be eating a piece of Nanny cake live.
Yeah, please. Like I said, I loved cupcakes were amazing. So I mean, I said
they're really good, man. They really are. I love it.
But please, everybody's support our sponsors. If you want to still support us as well, go to 3beardspodcast.com. We do have some merchandise up there. We're going to try to get more things up and going, so that way we have go to on Facebook. There's a link right there. It's you'll see it's Drelieve. So it's DRELIEVE. Go on their Facebook, like it, share it, get his stuff out there.
He's great.
Just promote him as well. It just, like I said, I got between Javier Perez coming on last week, Alex Green coming on this week. I mean, we are getting some awesome.
I'm gonna try, man, because I'm trying to get somebody, one of my players from UCF in there.
Yeah,
it'd be great to talk about sum up the season, talk about everything. It'd be great. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go hardest this week for sure.
Once again, like I said, if watching this, anybody, Alex Green, thank you so much, sir. It was a very pleasure.
Yes.
Gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow some point. Like I said.
Yeah.
Hey, conference call media after the podcast.
Yep.
Okay.
Gentlemen, good night.
Remember, FSU still sucks.
We're gonna whoop them Gators.
Go Warriors. Go Warriors.